you doing, guys? Today is Sunday. I have to look at the calendar. It's horrible. Sunday the 10th, 2020, and it is day 13 of what I started initially as a let's see how this goes. And nearly 2 weeks later, I'm still posting on a daily basis. So those of you that tuned in yesterday, you would have heard me say that these segments are only going to be 10 minutes from now on. And we're going to read out one of these on here again. So I'm just correcting, I'm just, some of the numbers have rubbed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So today is technically day 13. And again, I'll remind you every time, it's just reading a quote or an activity out of this book and just exploring that a little bit with whoever's listening or whoever's not listening, and whoever might actually watch this video later as opposed to jumping in live. I know I've already had apologies from some people, and it's nice to get a text and say, right, okay, I won't be able to join you today, but I can see that I've got one of you here, but again, I have to remind you, unless you send me a message via the chat function, I don't know who's watching. If you'd prefer me not to know who's watching and you just want to watch, then that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. So I'm just going to give it about 30 seconds to a minute, see if anybody else jumps in, and if not, whoever you are, if you can just send me a number via the chat function, and then I can read out a page number. Again, as I said, if you want to remain anonymous, then I'll pick a number myself. All right. But I hope you're all looking. It sounds weird that I'm looking forward to, but I never really used to be a big fan of the news. But since we've been on coronavirus lockdown, I have been watching, or I was for the first 2 weeks watching the news religiously every single day, watching the daily briefings just to kind of keep on top of what's going on. Really not for my own sanity, because sometimes watching the news too much, that's why I don't watch it on normal days. It can be a bit misleading, and we might not always see the parts of the news that we need to that are relevant. Unfortunately, the media these days is very much all about making profit, like most other things these days are. It's not about delivering the truth. I know that sounds really skeptical, but unfortunately that is the case these days, and this is why there's a lot of pressure around making sure that we try and get out of lockdown. It's not people saying, right, we need to get out of lockdown for our sanity, which is what I would be arguing. I'm not bothered about the economy. I say I'm not bothered. Obviously, it does affect me, but that's not my priority. I need lockdown to end for my own sanity and my own mental health. However, the reason a lot of people are arguing that they want the lockdown over is because they actually want the damage to the economy to be minimized, and it shouldn't be about that. It should be about people's health and what's best for the country's health, not the country's wealth. But hey ho, this is the world we live in. Anyway, so I started that, went off on a rant. I started that talking about wanting to, or looking forward to, the news brief at 7 o'clock. I'm kind of wondering what Boris is going to come off with. See if we're going to be given a little bit more freedom to get out and about, see what they're saying the exit strategy is going to be for schools, for students, for parents. Yeah. Listen, I'm expecting all of the answers. Briefing. All right. Right, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a number at random. I've got that tag there in my finger. What number is that? It is number, oh, number 19. Okay. It says, you're never too old to walk down the street bopping your head to your favourite tunes or the latest tunes. Well, it depends on what your opinion of latest is, really. But I feel no way bopping my head, walking down the street, bopping my head, just zoning out to whatever I might want to listen to. I'm a massive grime fan, so those of you that don't know. So I'd be listening to, and I have my grime playlist on the street, but I can't take my laptop with me. But yeah, you are never too old to just enjoy your tunes. I think we live in a society where we worry too much about what people are thinking. Who cares what people are thinking? I implore you all to stop worrying about what people are thinking, providing you are not causing yourself or anybody else any harm. Then just enjoy life. Life is too short. You never know when your day is going to be up. So if you like listening to a particular kind of music and other people don't appreciate it, then who cares? Most people walk down, and I have to say, you don't see as many people just playing their music loud anymore. Most people will have their headphones on anyway, so they don't know what you're listening to. It doesn't matter if they did know what you were listening to, but you are definitely never, never, never too old to enjoy music. This might come with some contention for any of you that may be watching this that are from an Islamic background, because there is the religious debate on whether practicing Muslims should listen to music. I'm not going to get into a religious studies debate right now on YouTube Live, but those are debates that I'm quite happy to have and help kind of manage a balanced view on things like that. But if you have something you listen to, there are always not. So people could listen to religious or Islamic based music if you are honoring Ramadan right now and you're thinking, right, yeah, can't really listen to what I'd normally like to listen to. Wait until your fast is broken, and then bop down the street, listen to whatever music it is that makes you happy. I personally feel, yes, music does change your mood, and that's one of the contentions with whether we should or should not listen to music within the Islamic religion. But a lot of the time that can have a very positive effect on me. And there's different musics that you might listen to engage with different moods, different emotions, and sometimes you might be having difficulty expressing an emotion that you know is there, and it's just you haven't found that moment, and it might be that one tune that you put on that takes you there and allows you to express that. So just remember, your choice of music is your choice. You do not need to justify it to anybody else. You do not need to justify your decision to walk down the street and bop your head. I'm telling you now, if you walk down the street bopping your head, the chances are you're probably going to make someone laugh or smile or giggle, and then that becomes infectious, and that in itself is you doing good for someone else. All right, so today's You're Never Too Old. Once again, for any of you that missed it, you're never too old to walk down the street bopping your head to the latest tunes. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.